I visit hundreds of campuses every year, and I see it everywhere. Kids are struggling to deal with their emotions, and it's taking a serious toll on their mental health. That's why I'm excited about Angel Studios' newest family film, Sketch. It's a fun, creative story about a little girl who drops her sketchbook into a magical pond, and suddenly all her wild, messy drawings come to life. This is something I've been telling you about for a few months now, so if you're already a Premium Guild member, you have your 2 free tickets, and if not, then become a Premium Angel Guild member today and get 2 free tickets to see Sketch in theaters August 6th. If you're ready to see more movies like Sketch, movies that are fun, hilarious, and meaningful, go to angel.com/Kirk and become a Premium Angel Guild member today. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. We're here at the Bitcoin.com studio. What have I told you? The Democrat Party is facing a voter registration crisis in red, blue, and battleground states alike, losing ground to the Republican Party everywhere. This is the front page of the New York Times today. New York Times has this piece by, I believe it's Shane Goldmacher. The party is bleeding support beyond the ballot box, a new analysis shows. And by the way, we are only going to pour more gas on the fire because at Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action, every day we are registering new voters. Every single day we are out in the streets registering new voters. Grassroots, precinct by precinct, campus by campus, church by church. All told, Democrats lost 2.1 million registered voters between 2020 and 2024 elections in the 30 states along with Washington, D.C. There are still more Democrats registered than Republicans nationwide, partly because of big blue states like California, where they registered by party like Texas is not. But the trajectory is troublesome for Democrats, and there are growing tensions over what to do about it. By the way, these are in some very, very blue states. You see this. Democrats are down in Colorado. Democrats are hugely down in Nevada. They're down significantly in Arizona, down significantly in Florida, down significantly in Maine, down significantly in Iowa, down significantly in Oklahoma. Now, we should not treat this like an over-success story on the Republican side, but the Democrats are on the wrong side of every single 80-20 issue. Every single 80-20 issue. Down significantly in Wyoming, down significantly in Kentucky, down significantly in every major state. They've been down 7% in voter registration since 2020. Consider this. In 2018, Democrats accounted for 34% of new voter registration numbers, while Republicans were only 20%. By 2024, Republicans had taken over Democrats among new registrants. What does that mean? That means that the youth Gen Z surge is sticking. Most new voters, not all, are young. And new voters are overwhelmingly Republican. Let's get this chart up on screen if we can. This one, I don't know if you guys... Yeah, that's the one. That's perfect. Thank you. The share of voters registering as Democrats has declined. The remaining voters picked another political party, registered as an independent, or declined to choose a party. The Times compiled registration data from L2 and compared it to state records across the country for the scope of the registration decline for Democrats. Democrat strategists say that this is a crisis that must be reversed before the 2028 election, and we're not going to let that happen. We have, without a doubt, and we are scaling up the largest voter registration operation in conservative movement history. Every day, our over 1,000 staff are registering new voters in Arizona, Nevada, in Texas, in Iowa, in Ohio, in North Carolina. We just had our entire Turning Point Action team doing it for 3 weeks straight at the Iowa State Fair. And it's new voters, it's young men, it's young Christians, it's young ladies that all want to have their worldview closer to that of the Western order. This is the favorability for the Democrat Party, 430. This is how favorable the Democrat Party is. It's in full-scale collapse. Why is this happening? Why are younger voters moving so substantially to the right? It's because younger voters participated in the largest, most sinister social experiment in modern history. Pronouns, vaccine mandates, prom and graduation canceled, land acknowledgements, white men are systemically racist, Floydapalooza, white fragility, and they are resisting, and the Democrat Party remains toxic. That's why I believe this upcoming campus tour is going to be the biggest we've ever had at Turning Point USA. Here's the spokespeople for the Democrat Party, the chattering class, the mockingbirds, talking about crime in D.C. You want to know why the Democrats are collapsing? Play cut 419.
Gavin Newsom, he wants to own Donald Trump. He wants to be Donald Trump light. You can't be Donald Trump light. Hey, Gavin, talk into the camera and talk about making life more affordable. Like, you're trying to do everything to distract the American people from the fact that you're screwing up on job one. And job one is helping working Americans and helping the middle class afford their lives and build a life where their children are going to live better than them. That's the American dream, and you have done nothing.
Okay. And they have a complete meltdown here on the current state of the Democrat Party. You can't be Donald Trump, Joe Scarborough says, and he's right. But we need to keep the main thing the main thing. What makes Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action different is we show up and we work and we grind every single day. Nobody works as hard. Nobody's as ambitious. And you look at the churches that we have at our pastor summits. You look at the Turning Point Education, you look at Blexit, you look at the high school chapters, the college chapters. It is the grittiness and the work that is going to save this great nation. Email us as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. Democrat Party is facing a voter registration crisis in red, blue, and battleground states alike, losing ground to GOP everywhere. Just wait till we get back on campus. We are going to accelerate that collapse. We're going to pour gas on that collapse, and we will further facilitate the implosion and hopefully the destruction of the modern Democrat Party.